Erin Corwin went for a romantic hike in the middle of nowhere and fell off the face of the earth, literally. The mystery of the missing 19-year-old pregnant Marine wife. Did she get lost in the vast California desert?
Erin could get lost in a closet very easily.
Did she run away from a marriage on the rocks?
Maybe she did just leave.
Or was Erin the victim of a rage-filled Romeo in a love triangle gone wrong?
She was the secret that didn't want to be a secret, so he had to get rid of it.
Erin's journey to the Southern California desert began right here, in this horse barn in Leafy Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
What was the name of her horse?
Her first horse's name was Autumn.
Her mom, Laura, says that's where Erin met the boy who would become her future husband, John Corwin.
His sister had a horse at the same barn that we had a horse. And they met when she was maybe 5th grade.
How did you respond? Did you immediately like him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good kid. You know, we liked him.
Erin's father, Bill, approved wholeheartedly.
John's great, quiet, but he's really a great guy.
But young love would take a back seat to Erin's all-consuming passion, horses.
She started working at 14 at a vet's office. She worked in the kennel. At one point in time, she wanted to be a vet, but then she realized she didn't want to be a vet because she didn't want to be the person to tell someone it was time to euthanize their pet.
Her best friend from grade school, Bernadette Hunt, says horses were Erin's true love.
I was actually her non-horse related friend.
Did you ever have those conversations about, when I grow up, I'm gonna be this?
Definitely, and it was always horse related to her. She talked about wanting to do something veterinary related, but she always wanted to work with horses.
As Erin matured, she realized she was in love with that boy from the horse barn, John Corwin.
I remember specifically we were sitting down in their living room once and he had kind of his arm just around her shoulders, and she was talking to me, but he couldn't stop staring at her.
Oh, that's sweet. Did you know he was the one for her at that time?
She told me that pretty soon into the relationship, he was talking about wanting to marry her.
That proposal came soon after John enlisted in the Marine Corps. He was stationed at the base in 29 Palms, California, and asked Erin to join him.
She was a huge homebody. I was concerned about her being so far away.
Laura worried that her shy daughter would have difficulty adjusting to life as a Marine wife.
She was so naive and she was so shy. I was concerned that she would get out there and not make friends.
But Erin had no problem meeting people like Aisling Maliki.
My best friend.
Speaking to Crime Watch Daily in her first national TV interview, Aisling recalls the first time she and Erin met.
She was moving stuff up to her apartment, carrying heavy boxes, and trying to carry her dog up the stairs. He's a big husky, and her tiny little self trying to carry this big husky up. And I just asked, do you want help? And she's like, no, I have to get used to it.
Erin became close with the couples in their apartment building, but one friend stood out more than the others. Another Marine who was into horses too, Chris Lee.
Chris was my husband's best friend.
Chris and Erin bonded over horses. They volunteered at this horse rescue farm in Yucca Valley. Aisling says Chris once played a sick practical joke on her husband.
He would come in the door and sneak in, walk up behind him, and then just, you know, kind of like put his arms around his neck and be like, oh, I could kill you right now. I could snap your neck and you would never know, you never see it coming.
Across the hall, Erin and John were dealing with a personal tragedy. Erin suffered a miscarriage.
Her and John kind of started getting more distance. The miscarriage definitely put a strain on them.
And Aisling says that strain quickly put Erin in the arms of another man, the Marine upstairs, Chris Lee.
I started noticing that Chris and Erin were flirting, and they would be standing close to each other. And then that's when Erin pointed out that she had feelings for Chris. She thought he was attractive, and I didn't know that they were as close as they were until I came out of my bedroom and found them in my living room on Valentine's Day. I had seen them kissing on my couch. You know, Chris was leaning over Erin, and I was just kind of in disbelief. I didn't really know what to say.
Aisling said that budding affair put a chill on their friendship.
With Chris, I was just kind of like, oh, you're a scumbag, okay, that's good to know. But with Erin, I was disappointed.
And that disappointment only intensified with what should have been a happy event. Erin told friends she was pregnant again. But whose baby was it? The husband's or the boyfriend's? Next, a secret rendezvous in the desert is about to become explosive.
He's gonna blow up a mine shaft.
2 leave, but only 1 will come back.